Bulldogs had to hit the road. I was going to say, where's Georgia going? All right. Really good win for us. It was a very trying week. That was our, third game in 7 days. And we knew it was going to be very taxing, very trying. We went out and Monday, we played against Ole Miss, and they're a very, very physical basketball team. Held our own for the most part of the game, and just didn't finish it like we wanted to. Texas, we really got out of whack when, and Texas is a great basketball team, and got out of whack when Claire Stroud got in foul trouble, and we were kind of playing catch up for the rest of the day. And we needed this game. We needed this game, and we've got some kids who really needed to see the ball go through the basket. Amelia is one of them. She might sound like she's possessed when she starts talking, but she's had a long week. She's been really under the weather, and proud of her the way that she's battled all week just to be available for us. And but really good win for us. Bounced back, did the things we needed to do, and got a lot of contributions from a lot of different places. So we'll take the day off tomorrow. Excited about a day off tomorrow, and get ready for Missouri on Thursday.
Amelia, will you speak to kind of working through that adversity and coming back for a good game for you today?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Obviously, you have to come out, every game and play. Obviously, I haven't been playing as well as I wanted to for Coach Brooks and obviously for the team. So just coming out today, just locked in, focus, and just playing with confidence, really.
Kenny, I thought Amelia had a good game on both ends of the court.
Mm-hmm.
We're still kind of getting used to your tendencies and mannerisms, but to me it seemed like you were kind of hard on her the last few games. And a lot of coaches would be hesitant to kind of call their players out, yet you seem to find some benefit to that. Is that a fair statement?
I don't think I called them out. I think I might have just stated the obvious. And we're all family here. And, she knows I love her as much as I did today than I did when she scored 0 points. But it's my job to make sure that we get the best out of them. And it's my job to teach them how to handle adversity. Sometimes we want to coddle our young people without, teaching them. And teach them, and when she knows it's coming from a place of love, it's just it doesn't matter, because I might spend 10 minutes here with you guys, but I spend every day with her, in practice, in my office, in film, and we talk the truth, and that's the only way that you're going to be able to survive at this level. And so I didn't say anything that they didn't know, they hadn't heard, privately. But they also understand where it comes from, and she has to understand, and I think she does. We have, our margin of error is small. It's very small. Obviously not having Jordan Obi or Dom available to us, it shortens our bench, it shortens our experience, and our margin of error is smaller than what we had anticipated before. So we have to speak the truth, and they understand it. My relationship with them goes a lot deeper than the 40 minutes you see out on the floor. They're my kids. They're my kids, and we speak the truth. And we speak the truth, we get great results.
Coach, with today being Alumni Day, all the former players in attendance, what does it mean to have former players and even former coaches to be supportive of you in the program as you lead it into the future?
It was a really good weekend for us. I thought it kind of comes and goes as fast. I really appreciate their ability to come in here, their resilience to come in here, and during inclement weather. But they got a chance to watch practice yesterday. We got a chance to take a few pictures, speak to them, interact with them. And when you're taking over a program, obviously there's a lot of history that you don't understand, you don't know. And I'm meeting people for the first time, and it probably will take me 10 times before I'll get to know their names, their faces. But the respect is there, and each and every one of them, they come up and they're very proud of these young women and how they're representing the program. And that's what it's all about, because it's all about family. And so sooner or later, one day Amelia is going to be an alum, and she's going to have a connection with the same people that she was meeting today for the first time or yesterday for the first time, and that's the bond. You know, we had one woman come up to me, and she played here, and I can't remember her name, but she wore the shoes that were issued to her when she played, which was tremendous. They were Converse. They were a little brown, but it was cool. She pulled out a bag, and she had the practice shorts that they were issued. And it kind of just goes to show you how far we've come with women's sports, and letting them know that they paved the way for young people like Amelia to be able to go out and prosper and play in front of 5,600 people on a snowy Sunday is tremendous.
This is kind of for either of you. So obviously with such a veteran-heavy team, do you feel like that's part of the reason that when you do have these tough losses to Texas, you're able to like bounce back really quickly and perform the way you did today?
Yeah, I think it helps. It helps a lot. But also we speak our truth. And Monday, I felt like we for the most part of the game, we were the better basketball team. We let it slip away and give credit to Ole Miss. They won the basketball game. Thursday, Texas is really good, and we want to get to that level. We have to do certain things, and we talked about that. And you know, but myself being a veteran coach in a Power Five, Georgia, Deja Lawrence, Tiani's played at a high level. You know, Amelia's played 2 years already in college, and Clara Strack, you know, won an ACC championship last year. We understand the importance of bounce back. You cannot let it linger. You know, you have one bad game, it can't turn into two, that turns into three, that turns into four. You have to turn the page, and that's what we did. We locked in, we focused, we took accountability for our actions on Monday and Thursday, and we were very aware of what we needed to rectify, and we did that tonight, and we came out and we saw a lot of great things that were really reminiscent of what we were doing before this 2 games skid.
Coach, Tiana Key had 14 and 14 in this one. It's her 4th consecutive double-double. What have you seen from her in those last 4 games?
Availability. When she's out on the floor, you know, she's very, very productive. Where she gets herself in trouble is if she gets in foul trouble and she's on the bench. And, you know, she's very talented, and I think she's understanding that she's really good. You know, I think it's taken her a little while because obviously she didn't have the success that she wanted when she was at UNC, and now she's surrounded by a group of people that believe in her, that understand her, and want her to be successful. And so when she plays a half step ahead, she doesn't get silly fouls, and when she doesn't get silly fouls, she's on the floor, she's available, and then she has production like she's had the last 4 games, and that's what makes us, you know, tough when we are all connected. You know, we talked about today about being a fist and not, you know, 5 individual fingers. And when we're all connected, we're a really good basketball team because we can go a lot of different directions to be able to score. Amelia got us going. Tiani was really good. Clara had a really good second half. You know, Amelia, you know, you alluded to Amelia's play on both ends of the floor. I you know, applaud her performance more so on the defensive end than I did the offensive end. You know, yes, she hit a couple threes and got us going, but it was Trinity Turner who had 20 points at halftime, and we made the switch and we put Amelia on her, and Amelia did a tremendous job, and I think she ended up with 2 points in the second half. So we've got talented people. We just need them to be available to us, and when they are, then we can click on all cylinders.
Amelia, when you hit that first 3 at the start of the game, it just looked like your confidence really exploded. And it seems like that opens things up for the other players on the interior because you can really stretch that defense, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, obviously just hitting that first 3 really built the confidence there, but just applaud my teammates for finding me on the open 3 there, and yeah, it definitely helps them on the inside so they don't get double teamed or anything like that, so yeah, it helped.
This cold has taken away her accent. She doesn't even sound Australian anymore.
Coach, around 24 minutes for Lexi. What did
Yeah.
you see from her this week that gave you the confidence to do that time?
And again, speaking our truth, we need production, positive production when we go to the bench. And ST had done a good job for us earlier, but she has struggled the last few games. And Lexi is the epitome of not giving up. Even though her minutes were, sporadic, crazy, non-existent, existent, she's always in the gym working, getting extra in. She wants it really, really bad. And so she had a really good week of practice, and it was by design. We were going to go with her first off the bench and to give her an opportunity. And the last two games in particular, we got annihilated. Oh, wait a minute, what you say? We got punked. Is that what the words you use? Punked. Okay, you ever play basketball before?
I have.
Okay, what level? How high?
Not quite as high.
Yeah, exactly. So that punked. I don't know what that is. That an adjective, a noun, verb? What was that? Something like that. I saw your podcast too. Yeah. No, you wouldn't appreciate it. Anyway, Lexi did a really good job, and we felt like because we got punked on the boards. We needed somebody who was going to be more of a force for helping the rebounders, and she did a really good job this week of that. And I thought she came in today, and she made some mistakes. But she made some good plays as well. And she'll be the first one in film tomorrow, and trying to figure it out and what she needs to do. So I'm proud of her, and we went with her. And I thought Cassidy, her numbers won't tell you a story at all, but she did a really good job of steadying the ship sometimes. It allowed us to put Georgia over on the wing a few possessions, and I was proud of her production as well.
We'll take two more, Phoenix and then John.
Speaking of rebounds, what did you like from your team on the boards today?
That we didn't get punked. Punked is not a really good word to use. You could say annihilated, you could say beat really bad. When you want to get into an athlete's soul, you tell them that they got punked. But anyway, it was a point of emphasis. It really was. It was a point of emphasis, and we knew that. And I've been coaching 20, I don't know how many years, and I don't know if I've ever seen a game or been involved in a game that we've given up 27 offensive rebounds. And some of it was energy, effort, and attitude. Some of it was the way the ball was bouncing. Some of it was who you were playing. And we played two of the best offensive rebounding teams in the country back-to-back on short days. And like, people don't understand, and it is an issue, but it's part of what we go through. All right, we didn't play that game on Sunday and Thursday. We played that game on Monday and Thursday. And the Monday game was on the road. And then we had to travel back and get ready for Texas in 2 days, and Texas had an extra day, and that's what they do. And Texas is one of the most physical teams in the country. And then, we didn't have Clara for a long time. So, we did not have a good rebounding performance. And we didn't do anything different. We didn't go out there with rebounding drills or dummies or go to Coach Stoops and borrow some football helmets and, shoulder pads and any of that stuff. We talked about it, because at this point in the year, you cannot do a whole lot about it other than watch it, understand it, talk about it, and then fix it. And then today, I thought we did a really good job. We had our kids, our rebounders, available for the most part. She's a very important piece to that, because she gets some of the long rebounds, and we rectified it. And but it's going to be a challenge again on Thursday. It's going to be a challenge again next Sunday. The SEC is a rebounding conference. So, but I was proud of our kids because they understood the assignment, and they went out and they did a much better job.
It's good that you're able to call out media members also.
Yeah.
As a coach, you're always looking at the next game, but we like to talk about seedings. The mock seedings came out. You guys are 13th, the 4th seed. Do you spend any time thinking about that? How important is that in your life?
You call that calling him out? That wasn't calling him out.
I don't know what that was.
Huh?
I don't know if I want to know what that was.
Yeah, no, I speak a truth. The mock stuff, we don't put a whole lot of thought into it. I haven't seen it. I haven't even seen what our net ranking is. We honestly, like, if we're going to be good, we have to focus day to day, and we have to stay in the moment. We really do. If we get caught up and thinking about what could have, should have, or what somebody else's opinion is of us and where it is, I think that's when you lose focus on what you need to do. And if you focus day to day, I've learned this, playing in the Power Five and, playing now in a new league. You can't look ahead. You look ahead, you will get burned. And if you look at what people say about you, it can take you off your trail. And so we just live in the moment, and it's really, and this is not coach speak, but it's really easy to do when you have a group like them and you understand what you need to do right in that moment to get better. And then we always say everything else will take care of itself. Now my staff, they're little analyst freaks. They like to look at all this stuff, but when they try to bring it into the meeting, I'm just like, we need to get better right now. We need to rebound. We need to, focus on what's going on now. I don't even know who we play after Missouri. The only reason I know we play Missouri is because Tim was talking about maybe a snowstorm on Wednesday. You know what? When I took this job, I asked my realtor, I said, does it snow here? He says, nah, never. And I'm like, what the heck is going on around here? But it is. It's easy to stay in the moment when you have a good group and you understand if you just do what you do. I know we control our own destiny. And if we just play well each and every day, everything else will take care of itself.
Awesome. We'll be back in here Sunday against LSU. Thank you. Thank you.
Good job, Millie.